Hi, I'm Michelle. Welcome to Motor Chat. Today I'd like to talk to you about car servicing. My husband Mick and I own Motomex Garage in Farlington, Portsmouth, and we're a small independent garage. We do car repairs, servicing, and we are also an MOT testing station. Now, 2 weeks ago, our local radio station did a news segment where the RAC and the AA reported that 40% less people are getting their cars serviced because of the cost of living crisis. And where MOTs are a legal requirement, obviously servicing isn't. However, they interviewed a lady who said that her car service had cost her £700. Now, I was gobsmacked at that because I was driving to work at the time, and I was really shocked. Now, £700 is an excessive amount of money for a service. And so I was a bit sort of, bewildered as to how it was that amount of money. I mean, obviously I don't know her circumstances. It could have been done that she'd had it done at a main dealer, or it could have been that she'd had some extras done, like brakes and things, who knows. But the fact that the radio obviously is a media platform and they put it out there that, this car servicing costs £700, I felt that was a little bit of an unfair portrayal. So when I got to work, I thought about this all the way on the drive to work. When I got to work, I thought, I'm going to ring the radio station because I was outraged. And I just thought, no, you need to hear the other side of that because, I just felt it was very unfair. So I rang the radio station. They decided to interview me and record me, and then they used an excerpt of what I'd said in a later news segment. But basically my point was that car servicing doesn't have to be expensive, but it's also still very important. And I wanted to get that message out to people because I understand the cost of living crisis is causing problems and you cut back where you can, and car servicing isn't always necessary. But I wanted to point out that even if you can't afford a big service or a full or whatever, and by that I mean all the filters, air filter, pollen filter, fuel filter, glow plugs, spark plugs. Even if you can't afford to get all of that done, your oil and filter change is probably the most important because the oil is what will preserve the life of your engine. And therefore, if you don't have that done, then ultimately you could end up with a lot more costly repairs further down the line. So my advice to people would be that if you really can't afford to have a full service done on your car, at least have an oil and filter change because it really will help. And on the back of that, I kind of feel that I'd like to do a series of videos maybe and some talks and questions and answers to help people understand a bit more about their cars and what things cost. So I'm going to do a series of videos over the next sort of coming months on how to save money and to maybe introduce things about cars that not a lot of people know. Which I think I'm hoping will be helpful. So please stay tuned and share as much as you can with your family and friends, and hopefully we can get the word out there that maintaining a car is not as costly as some people think. Thanks for listening.